Yeah. Let's do it. Okay. Area 51, Rescue, Perfect Dark, Nintendo 64.
The problem we have is that there is no way to sneak into the research section. The only way available to you is a big section of wall that marked the room beyond the stores. It can be destroyed with explosives. Doesn't sound like the problem is made. Where are these explosives? In that crate. Shoot. Holy shoot. By the way, the stores are crawling with guards. May go against your nature, but try sneaking through rather than blasting everything. Certainly. Any other pearls of wisdom? That crate. Yes. Really the light of your shot. You just want the urge to contemplate security.
Oh, yeah. So we adjusted it last time so you can get the Phoenix weapon. I don't know if it really, it can make a difference, I think. But oh, nice shot, huh? Hey man, nice shot. Nice shot, man. Sure, dude didn't come over here. I said, hey man, nice shot. Nice shot, man. Ooh. Yeah. I'm probably not the only one who thinks the munitions, the explosion that killed whatever 16 or 19 people at the Tennessee explosives factory is more than a little suspicious because we are sending our own, unfortunately, munitions over to fight the war in Ukraine against the Russian Federation's illegal invasion by Vladimir Vladimir Putin. Shit. Well, at least you got him, but still. See you later, all the haters. Ooh. Ah, good. We still have this dude right here. A solid headshot. There we go. Yeah, they had an old fart that was on Fox News that I really didn't like it after the Charlie Kirk assassination. That trying to equivocate, trying to say that murders are because people play first person shooters like this because people play video games. No, a lot of people don't kill people that play violent video games. Play play games with weapons, war games, and so forth. Yeah, for a lot of people, it's just like living in a fantasy world. You know, you have a fantasy world that's like you're a secret agent or something. You're in the X Files, or maybe some people live those kind of lives, but most ordinary people don't get to live those kind of lives. So it's just escapism, which I don't think in a low dose is really a problem. Maybe if someone's escaping into the world of Star Trek or something a little bit too much, then maybe that is a problem. Yeah. guess it could be. But I, for one, don't think that imagination and creativity is very. I don't think it's unhealthy. Get the hell out of here! I love that part. This part's pretty funny. No, I don't think it translates into aggression or violence in real life. No, just because someone plays James Bond or some shit. Somebody plays Call of Duty. Somebody plays something with guns in it. Somebody plays a World War II video game with lots of bombs and violence, and I don't think it turns people into cold-blooded killers or mass shooters or assassins or anything like that. I just think that people are enjoying a fantasy and on a alternative reality. So, in fact, the tagline of this game, Perfect Dark, is "Choose your reality." So that's a pretty interesting tagline, I think. So this game successfully blends James Bond with the X-Files, more or less. So that's why I like it so much. It's such a buffet of cinema, such a buffet of ideas synthesizing together. It's such a rich, well-crafted game. So I've always loved it for the last 20 years at least, if not longer. But for at least 20 years, I'd say solid. I've been playing this game off and on. Yeah. So now I have the Phoenix, which is cool. And it's a Phoenix alien weapon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love how the artists, how they drew inspiration from many Hollywood films to make this inside of Area 51, but also from Bob Lazar and George Knapp in the Groom Lake S4 artist renditions and things like that. So very, very accurate to detail in terms of the UFO folklore, let's say. I personally do not believe. I know people on the internet like to argue about aliens, and I've been on those threads where you're just endlessly, it's kind of like in elementary school because you're kind of like arguing with someone and they're like, no, it's not. And you're like, yeah, it is. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. And it gets into that very elementary. And most of the thoughts aren't very complex. It's just, no, there's no aliens. It's like, well, they're like, prove that there are aliens. And I'm like, well, I can't right now because I'm not privy to that kind of clearance or information, or I don't work for the government or anything like that. So I don't know. I would say that in terms of what is available in the what, so basically, I just try to deduce what is the truth from the publicly available information. So So it's like, what's the publicly what's the information? Well, it's okay. There's 2 trillion galaxies known observable universe, and out of all that, we're just one planet with life on it. So there you go. So is that proof that there's aliens? Just saying that based on the available data? Well, it proves that there's a really, 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 really massive universe, and there's 2 trillion galaxies that we know of, and there's uh, billions of suns and millions of planets. So I refuse to believe that there's nothing out in such a vast universe. It just doesn't seem like that's possible. Well, even Arthur C. Clarke said himself the most likely uh, scenario for paranormal topics is that it's probably not ghosts or aliens or spiritual things that are true necessarily, like religion, for instance, but probably aliens and extraterrestrial life is probably on the top of the list for being the most likely that there'll be life on other worlds. It doesn't mean that there is no God. That's not what he was saying. He was just saying the most likely supernatural scenario would be, or paranormal scenario. The topic probably the most likely to be true is extraterrestrials, aliens. When he was on his Arthur C. Clarke show was called, but I really liked it. Shit, man, this guy's blowing my ass out of the water. Fuck, he got some skin off me. He's got another bomb. Holy crap! This guy's really dusting my ass. How many grenades does this motherfucker have? All right. This guy really took a bite out of my shit. I didn't know he had 2 grenades too. That's total bullshit, bro. All right, have one of these, bitch. So I am pissed. Huh? Oh shit. He's just waiting up there, motherfucker. Yeah. Nothing much but the touch. Ooh. Maybe it was Arthur C. Clarke's Mysterious Worlds, or maybe it was maybe you saw Mysterious Universe. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe you saw, yeah, maybe I saw that in high school. I saw Arthur C. Clarke's Mysterious Universe. So what is it about the science fiction and about the paranormal that's so fascinating? Well, I mean, it's just it is it is a fascinating subject. That's why it captivates so many big Hollywood films are based on those subjects, because it captivates human beings to consider, you know. All right, I'm gonna light this dog up. I guess the health is nominal, but it's not great. So yeah. Yeah, tomorrow is nice. You know, it's a holiday, Christopher Columbus federal holiday. So, yeah. I know Kamala Harris was giving a rant about whatever indigenous peoples and all this shit. Not all cultures are equal. Not all people are equal. It's like, he had 3 grenades? Yeah. The fact of the matter is that okay, indigenous people were conquered by European powers because they had better technology. So because they were primitive and they were savage and they were warlike, like the tribes in Africa and the tribes in the Americas. They were not civilized. They were not advanced. They were not organized. They were not any of that stuff. So yeah. So when I was a little kid, I celebrated Christopher Columbus Day, and then when I'm on my deathbed, I'm going to celebrate Christopher Columbus Day. I don't retroactively judge history necessarily. I read history, I reflect upon it, but I tend to think of people in the terms and in the times that they lived in, and not as the way leftists and communists would like to see them today, or Democrats, for instance, or what they're called liberals. Sayonara. My balls are dropping. I sir. Yeah. So we're gonna play. Motherfucker. I don't think I'm gonna survive this. This is like infiltrating the Death Star. Like basically infiltrating Area 51 would be like infiltrating the Death Star in Star Wars, except you wouldn't make it out alive, like in Star Wars, unless you had the Force or Obi-Wan Kenobi. Help you. Yeah. All right. Obi-Wan a doobie. Yeah. So we get our tickets for the Texas two-step tomorrow, $825,000. So see if we can. Oh, put the violence there on them. Bing. Sayonara. Cowabunga. What the hell? Sayonara. Cowabunga. Oh, those little green men are in here. Extraterrestrial origin confirmed. Straight out of like an X-Files episode. Cool. All right. Yeah, it's pissing me off. This October they're doing yeah. All right. What's really pissing me off is that they're playing Freddy, Nightmare on Elm Street, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, and then they're skipping to Nightmare on Elm Street 4 or 5 or some shit. Or no, it's like 5. And then they're not playing the whole fucking marathon. Yeah, because I really like my favorite Freddy was from when I was a kid. It came out in 1988, and when I was a kid, I used to watch it all the time. It used to scare me. Uh, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. That was one of my favorite ones. Not because they had the well, she's a babe. She was a babe, Patricia Arquette. Yeah, I guess I kind of had a little boy crush on her for sure. But yeah, I kind of like the original Nancy Langenkamp. I thought she was pretty hot too back in her day. So they got a lot of hot babes in Nightmare on Elm Street for sure. Got the Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus. Yeah. It's so weird because that painting by Christopher Columbus, it looks like Javier Bardem. That would actually trip me out if you ever played Christopher Columbus. Yeah, like he plays an old Christopher Columbus, like reflecting back on his journeys or some shit. Or maybe he just plays Christopher Columbus. Maybe he says, "Fuck it, just put some makeup on me or whatever."
The problem you have is that there is no way to sneak into the research section. The only way available to you is a weak section of wall and blocking the room beyond the stores. It can be destroyed with explosives. Doesn't sound like a problem is made. Where are these explosives? In that crate.
And waka waka waka. Mm. Retreat, trick or retreat. Ooh, trick or retreat. Welcome to the team, baby. They might welcome me to my team, huh? All right. Ooh, welcome to the team. Without a doubt. Peptronic. Excuse me, boy. Mm. Welcome to the team. Oh, the boy's coming down, don't. Mm. Get it, don't. Don't get it, don't. Better get it, don't. Get it, don't. Ooh. Uh, mm, got my crate and I can't be late. Uh, yeah, so it's like we do the Texas two step, Christopher Columbus Day, and then we hit that Mega Millions on Tuesday. So for $600 million, it's really where it's at. Down. Put that X-ray scan on. Tell you what. That still makes me laugh every single time. Every single time. Without. Um. Area 51, but I'm not Area 50 done. Yeah. 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 Welcome to the team, boy. Shit. Poo poo heads. You're so pretty, baby. I love you. Yeah. I don't know if that went through, but I don't know. Oh yeah, blowing up my homies. Mm. Get ready for the team, baby. Ooh. Let's rock and roll. Hmm. Welcome to the scheme, Dawn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's like, carjacker in the neighborhood or something. Somebody breaking into vehicles. I don't know. Shit. I just have a feeling that this week's going to be wisdom galore. Yeah, whether it's bad wisdom, whether it's like terrible news or whether it's good news, whether it's mediocre, it's still going to be a week of wisdom in my mind. So I think it's going to be an enlightening week in world and American history. That's for sure. Boom, boom, poo, poo. Waste me down. Gonna taste my butt. Uh, got my Phoenix. Yo, I'm on the scene next. Oh, I blew stuff up. No. Oh, get it down.
The problem you have is that there is no way to sneak into the research.
Problem that you have is you can kiss my butt. Shit. Bitch. 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 What did you call me, motherfucker? The grenade went off. I was trying to get the grenade. Welcome to the team. Ooh. Welcome to the dream scheme, Dong. Yeah. So Donald Trump is over in Israel. Gonna do his peace deal. Okay. 20 hostages are going to be released by Hamas, and then there's 28 dead, and then might get some of those remains. So the future remains to be seen. Ooh. Your mama. Hey, you. Poo-poo. Hey, you. You're a poo-poo. Oh. Just another day in Area 51. Was Zero Dark 30 accurate with their portrayal of Area 51? I don't know if it's ever accurate. Maybe that's as closest to real as it really is. I don't know. I don't work at Area 51, so I wouldn't know. I keep playing this just so I can hear that. Just so I can hear, get the hell out of here. It's my favorite part. Ooh, thuddy thud. Yeah, one of my favorite channels is like, it's real small, and I don't think it's ever going to get really big. In spite of the success of RoboCop and Buckaroo Banzai, well, that's more of a cult classic, less of a success. But yeah, Peter Weller in Weller World. Yeah, Weller World only has 10,000 subscribers. I don't know. I always thought that Peter Weller would have more subscribers than that, but I guess he's an aging doctor of fine arts or something, and it's not really everybody's cup of tea. So, is it like an ancient? Is it fine arts, antiquities, and I think it's maybe some archaeology or something, anthropology in there. Yeah. So it's kind of like Indiana Jones or something. Yeah, Peter Weller. Yeah, but he has a pretty entertaining YouTube channel. It's called Weller World. If you're I mean, I can't say the content necessarily is riveting per se. It's just funny to see like an aging Dr. Peter Weller, uh, formerly known as RoboCop. Um, it's funny just to see the Weller world, as it were. So I didn't expect it would be a massive channel because he's an aging Hollywood star. So yeah, mostly from the 1980s and the 1990s. So mainly actually from the 1980s. Uh, yeah, I think I would have found that really interesting. Uh, in RoboCop, Peter Weller has a big mask on, the Robo mask and the Robo suit. And I was thinking to myself, I wonder if he tried out for Batman in 1989, because I think he would have made like a great Batman. Maybe I think at least he would have looked cool in the suit. But I don't know how it would have done as like Bruce Wayne, because you basically in Batman you have to play two characters. You have to play the superhero and the playboy. So it's almost like playing two people really. So I guess that's the tricky part. I'm sure there's an alternative universe where Michael Keaton as RoboCop and uh, Peter Weller's Batman. Ooh. All right, let's get jiggy with it. Now. Nice. Boop, boop. It's already 8 o'clock, huh? Dang. Time flies. Shithead. Fuck. I can't get by on that kind of health. So. Oh. Of course, Peter Weller not just starred in RoboCop, but he also starred in what could have been a franchise, but it was too weird back then. It was the Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai and the Adventures across Buckaroo Banzai and the Adventures across the Eighth Dimension, and it was like pretty heavy science fiction fantasy. It just happened to come out during the Summer Olympics, and it had stiff competition. So at the box office, I think it was too weird. Yeah, a fun weird though, but probably too strange for a little bit too bizarre for 1980s mainstream audiences. Because I always classified moviegoers by, you could do it by sex, age, you know, demographics, things like that. I would say that there's stuff that you and I would go to, and there's stuff our mom would go to, right? So sometimes, a lot of times, those are two different things. So there's a mainstream audience, and then there's the like people that are cinephiles and aficionados. So there's people that love the whole form and craft of cinema and movies, and then there's people that just want to have fun for 2 hours and eat some popcorn and have some soda. And so those can be different kinds of uh, audiences sometimes. So there's the people that are like working hard all week from uh, dawn to dusk, and then they're just like, man, what am I going to do this weekend? Well, there's that new Terminator out, Terminator 10, and they're like, oh man, let's go. But then you got your people that are like, oh, what's a really like cult classic? I'm gonna watch Buckaroo Banzai. So is Buckaroo Banzai good? It's I think it's great, but it's unconventional. So I kind of enjoy it because it has Peter Weller and it has Ellen Barkin and a lot of character actors like Clancy Brown and Jeff Goldberg, Jeff Goldblum. I almost call him Goldberg. Jeff Goldblum, and of course the great John Lithgow. Uh, so yeah, to me it's and it has so many great character actors in it, and it has Christopher Lloyd. So it has all these like science fiction uh, heavyweights in it, and so that's why I enjoy it. It's like a who's who of science fiction fantasy cinema, and the icing on the cake is if they would have had like Leonard Nimoy in it or something, but I'm glad they didn't have just like something distracting, like have people from Star Wars and Star Trek in it. That would have made it too well. Christopher Lloyd was in Star Trek, but you know what I mean. It would have been too distracting to have too many familiar faces from uh, big sci-fi fantasy films. Yeah, and then I think that they tie it into the plot, Area 51, into the Buckaroo Banzai plot with the Roswell crash of 1947 and so on. Nothing much but the touchdown. When we get it on, get it on, get it on. Nothing but nothing much but the touchdown. Coming like a brown. Yeah, that's what Kate Perry hit it. She's got $360 million or so, but she's kind of like, oh shit, I'm over 40 though. She's like, oh crap, I'm running out of time. Yeah, the whole mortality thing. Yeah, so it's not like she's running out of money; she's running out of just mortality. And and LeBron James is in this similar situation. He has millions of dollars, or maybe a billion or so, but he's like, oh shit, I have to retire. So he knows that retirement means that he has to do Shaq. He has to do pepperoni commercials and pizza commercials and ask for cream and shit like that. And I don't think he's really feeling that. Like to me, LeBron James, he doesn't seem like somebody like he's like Tom Brady. He wish he could play until he was 50 or 60, but he knows that's not physically possible. That's not realistic. So I think the athletes that have been playing the game hardcore since they were 18 or since they were 14, and then they have to give it up at 40. I think those guys are kind of lost, you know, because they're not used to changing their lifestyle. So it's like it's a big thing for those for the sports guys. Maybe Tom Brady, it's worse. Like his supermodel wife divorced him and shit. So it's probably even like a little bit worse. Kate Perry just dumped Orlando Bloom because he wasn't hot anymore. He wasn't a big star anymore in the Lord of the Rings and Pirates and all that. But I had a feeling it was just a sexual relationship, like it was just TNA, and there wasn't much like relationship there. It was just sex and sex and sex, probably. That's what I'm thinking it was. It's kind of like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's relationship. There's no way that could have been a relationship built on like mutual trust and uh, friendship or anything like that. It was a relationship that was built solely on money, power, and sex. essentially. Yeah, I've seen the pictures. It says Kate Perry seen on Justin Trudeau's yacht, kissing on top of the yacht. Yeah, she's just having like a midlife downward spiral where she's like, I need to upgrade. So she's like, well, what do I upgrade from an actor? Well, I'm going to upgrade to a world, former world leader or something like that. So, but I guess the problem is that she's trying to upgrade at 40, and usually only guys can upgrade at 40. If they're rich, I mean. I mean, ever since I saw Kate Perry's the CD Teenage Dream, where she's in a candy cane bikini, licking big candy canes, big phallic looking candy canes. I mean, it's obvious that she's not selling music; she's selling tits and ass. That's pretty much obvious from the jump. She's selling her ass and her tits, and she's just selling her shit. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing illegal about that. It's just what she's doing, what she has done. Well, maybe some people used to feel sorry for Russell Brand, but man, I think he dodged a bullet. Looking at it now. Oh, yeah. All right. There we go. That's perfect. Perfect art. Any bad dudes coming up here? Bad dudes. Bad dudes. What you gonna do? Yeah. Oh shit. Well, looks like I win. Yeah. Ooh, baby, I love grenades. Ooh, shit. Ooh, nothing much but the touch in the city of the clutch. Mm, shit. Shit. Ah, bull balls. Ah, bull balls.
The problem we have is that there is no way to sneak into the research section. The only way available to you is a huge section of wall like blocking the room off the stores. It can be destroyed with explosives. Doesn't sound like a problem is made. Where are these explosives? In that crate. Shoot. That is shoot. By the way, the stores are crawling with guards. They go against your nature.
That was a good cover, huh? Come on, baby. Uh oh. That's my boy. Headshot. Ooh. So if HBO is gonna show the Freddy's, and at least show the Freddy's in order, because I want to see Dream Warriors and the. Yeah, I guess the controversy is that Freddy 2, Freddy's Revenge is homoerotic. Yeah, that it's a gay movie. Yeah, I mean, I can see why people think that. Yeah, maybe it is a gay movie. I didn't know that as a kid. I didn't. I saw the first Freddy, and then I wasn't watching Freddy's Revenge in kindergarten, but for some reason I do remember that iconic when he goes to the pool party and starts, messing, screwing shit up and attacking the teens. I remember that part, but I don't remember anything about the homophobic, homoerotic storyline or anything like that. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't when I was a kid. So I'm glad that my definitive uh, Nightmare on Elm Street experience was the original and Dream Warriors. So yeah, I'd like to see the Dream Master. Oh, okay, I see why. Now I know why Scott Cathon why he called it Five Nights at Freddy's because um, maybe that's a homage to Freddy Krueger series because he grew up in Houston, Texas, like me, and he's my age. So the video game developer, and so yeah, that's probably. I mean, he couldn't call it Showbiz Pizza because that was copyrighted by Aaron Feitner or whatever, the guy who did the animatronics for the original Chuck E. Cheese and the spinoff uh, Showbiz Pizza. So it's basically like turning the animatronics into horror for the video games. I'm not. It's a pretty successful franchise, video game franchise, but it's not my bag. Tula, what'd she do? Oh, Tula sneeze. Oh, thank you. Okay. Oh, yeah. I understand that. Back to the show. Back to the show. Oh, back to the show. Going pro. Yo. Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. What? Huh? What? What is it? Oh, scary movie? What is it? Huh? Yeah, I think the key difference between like a Showbiz Pizza or a Chuck E. Cheese in the 1980s and now is that I think in the 1980s the dollar was very strong, so I think people could maybe like be able to maybe make a living off doing something like that. They could actually pay bills. Yeah, I think in my parents in the baby boomers day and their parents day, I think people could just have a job and be able to pay their bills, even menial jobs, you know, because things were the cost of living was lower, and so and the dollar was stronger, and yeah, I'm not saying it was paradise or anything. I'm just saying things were easier to manage, and I think somebody working at Chuck E. Cheese today is like just fuck or some place like that, Pizza Hut or some bullshit like that. Is not keeping up with the cost of living, so you're just food barred. It's become a country in a world where it's like it's the wealthy and then it's everybody else, and that's pretty much what it's boiling down to, essentially. Welcome to the team. Activate dome. Squeeze. Nothing but the squeeze down. Jimmy Down Chonka. Pizza Hut. Put Pizza Hut. Shit. You can't get out now, dog. Wait, he's gonna be right there, right? Ah, I knew the algorithm. Yeah. You know what's up. Oh, there's another homie right there, huh? I'll tell you about the homie. Ooh. Want a little cripplage, Dom? Get a little cripplage up in my shiznit. Help you with your gun, Dom. Mm. Let me help you with the fun with the gun. Yeah, so two of the Afro-American people have they murdered like a old Lyft driver, like 67-year-old female. Then I don't know. I think one of the suspects got away, and then another was running away from the police and was run over by a car. She's dead, or he or she's dead. And so, oh, the most tragic thing isn't the suspects that are dead. It's really the tragedy of the elderly lady that's deceased because of the jackers. Uh, because of the jackers. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot something, huh? I'm gonna go back and get it, Dom. I'm gonna get it because I think I need it, so that's why. To complete the level, not because I like to go all the way back to the beginning of the level, because this is really tedious. This is a massive, massive level. It's Area 51. Eh. Oh yeah, I would if I played this in virtual reality, I'd definitely go into I'd definitely be gone. I'd be like, oh man, I'm in the Area 51, Nintendo 64. And then somebody would be like, do you want to come back to the real world? I'd be like, no, never. I'd be like Ready Player One. I have like the Oculus Rift shit on. I'm like, no, you got to have like weird effects like vertigo, and you got to have like strange effects. Yeah. To me, I would be afraid I would have like a panic attack or like have a heart attack or something doing that. Going into the metaverse, uh, and not paying attention to the real world as much as I should. So I would get that double. Yeah. No, I love those. I love those YouTube videos that are like, I spent 3 days in the metaverse or something. It looks all fucking. It looks like hell. Makes you laugh. I don't know. Virtual reality is probably not much of a problem if it sucks. I guess the problem is if they ever perfect it, like if it's ever like fucking great. Yeah, I guess that's yeah. Like it's not when AI is like crappy and like screws up like it does now. It's when AI is just like totally perfect is like the problem. Like when somebody like makes an AI to uh, you know, imitate your relatives or something, and like you can't tell the difference because it's just the AI is just totally perfect. It's like flawlessly. Yeah, I guess that is the problema. Oh, can you get it in here? Well, yeah, you can. Boom, we got it. We got the crate. Yo, don't hate. Okay, so we could bring the crate into. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but Mm, don't hesitate. Hesitate. Jeez Louise. Jeezy Louise Jeezy. Oh no. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Ooh. Because there are elderly people that they're like if they saw like a video or like a fake video or phone call, like they heard their daughter's voice and the daughter was like, "I'm in trouble, Dad. I need quick $30,000." And then there's some like senior citizens, they're so lonely and they're so gone, they might be like, "Okay, okay, I'm sending my bank account number now." Yeah, unfortunately there are a lot of senior citizens that would just easily fall for that shit without questioning. They'll just hand over their money to criminals, cyber criminals. Because the technology will be like out of Terminator or something. Like Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Yeah, the T-1000, when it tries to acquire John Connor, it fakes the voice of his parents. Uh, yeah, but he knows it's not his stepmom, because his foster mom, because she's usually never nice. Yeah. Uh, 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 uh. Bringing it down. Do the download. I'm ready for downtoad. Welcome to the team, baby. Ooh. All right. Up in the area 5-1 down. See you later, instigator. Shit. Okay. All right, here we go. Give me that computer. Doody doo doo. Give me the computer. We gotta locate that conspiracy evidence. Down. All right, we're doing some of the objectives out of order just because I usually get my ass kicked when I have to go get the aliens, so I'm kind of holding off a little bit on that. When I have to go find the gray alien. Yeah. Wouldn't that be really crazy if the government didn't know about aliens and they were just like they were from like X Files or something? Yeah, that would be probably the trippiest part. If it was just like if it was just like oh shit, fuck, fuck. You got your ass kicked anyway. Damn. I had Operation I'm not gonna get my ass kicked and I got it kicked anyway. Fuck. Well, I have to plan better next time. Yeah, that would be so crazy if the governments of the world do know about aliens, extraterrestrials, and they're just like they are. Like they're the big bug eyes and all that stuff. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Move on to the next one, dong. Ooh. Nothing much but the touchdown. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, I know the guy in VR who did the video that played the virtual reality version of the original Legend of Zelda. I know he was in heaven. You know. Oh yeah, he had a great time, huh? Yeah, he looked like kind of overwhelmed. Yeah, for sure. Uh oh, I thought I got him already. Okay, not quite. Not quite. It wasn't right. It wasn't tight. Ooh, it wasn't a delight. Yo. Um, um, yeah, I feel like there's going to be world history, American history, world history made tomorrow. I really do. Uh, Not just the release of the Israeli hostages, but yeah, I just feel like in a broader sense, I feel like history is going to be made like the entire week. It might some of it might be good, some of it might not be that great, but I think it'll be a history defining week for sure, without a doubt. Good or bad, or all the above and in between. No, this whole time I've been playing 2 hours so I could hear "Get the hell out of here" over and over. Not really. Get the hell out of here. Do you think the guy who did the voice acting on that was like sometimes he plays it just so he can hear his part? Get the hell out of here. He like replays it over and over. It's like, hey, guess what? You want to hear me in a video game? Like his friends get together and stuff. He breaks out the bourbon. He's like, check this out, guys. Nah, maybe that doesn't happen very often. Ooh. Hey, Tula, how you doing, Tula? You doing okay, thanks? Yeah, you're not doing it. Good evening. You got that, Tula? Not bad. That was Tula. She probably heard something outside. Maybe it's the dude breaking into trucks. No, I don't know. I don't know if that, if the neighbor is paranoid or if there's really something to be concerned about, in the hood. So we'll see. Do 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 do. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. Where we going, big? Do we got the Phoenix again? Oh, okay. We're trying to go back down, down. Loving the elevator, living it up while you're going down. It's Aerosmith. Loving the elevator. It's not the 1980s. It's funny. Actually, it's kind of fun to be in the 40s after growing up in from 1980 because now I can like say like old rock songs and sing them and like a lot of unless they're like music nerds, they won't know what the fuck I'm singing or whatever. Loving the elevator, living it up while you're going down. Loving the elevator. My dog is like, what the hell? Aerosmith. Hey, Bella Boo, you're my love bloom. You know that? Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. It's gonna be like with two of my best friends gone, you know? My grandmother and my dog, Bella. It's gonna be a lonelier world, that's for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be a sadder world, I think. The more the merrier, the less the sadder, I guess. Is the thing. Uh, huh? If you shoot at me, I'm gonna hit you in your pee. Ooh, ooh. He goes, how did I miss? How did I miss? No, I'm gonna diss. Ooh, I'm gonna hit you with my fist. Gonna be on my list, on my shit list. Ooh, welcome to the team. All right. I love you, Bella Boo. You look beautiful. My love, Bloom. I don't think so, Dawn. About to get domed. Um, what? My dog is like making that like, oh, I want to get up and do something. Like she's like, okay, what the hell? I've been sleeping and now I woke up to this, hearing Aerosmith and shit, and now I want to do something now. Yeah. My dog is like, all right, fuck. All right. Christopher Columbus. You know he's the number one bus. Ooh. Christopher Columbus. Hit you like a rhombus. Hell yeah. You alright, Bella Boot? You alright, my lady? Oh. Did you get down or something? Alright, my lady? You're not. No. You're not. You want to get down? Let's see two. She's waiting for you to watch a movie, okay? Enjoy too. Too lady. Love you, boo. I think she's hiding under the chair. Okay, you ready? Okay. Let's go. Ooh. You got a growly? Okay. So it's so for Trump and his team and Israel and the United States and the Western world, this is like the biggest thing ever, like finally getting peace in the Middle East, releasing the Hamas hostages and so on. So I wonder how many bad actors like Iran or some other anti-American actors going to try to fuck it up and launch an attack. I hope that's not the case, but I'm saying, you know, I mean, it wouldn't be wise to attack. Uh, it would not be wise to attack the Middle East while the president of the United States is over there. So Iran would the Iran regime would be signing their own death. They'd be signing the end of their regime if they tried anything like that. So, but who knows? Hopefully that there's nothing. But Yeah, I got you. I got you like I got poo. Mm. There's a reason I did that, don't. Mm. Whoop some AOS. Ooh, whoop some AOS. I'm gonna whoop some AOS. Cause chaos, like Amadeus. Amadeus. You gotta say Deus. Oh yeah. Like Kid Rock. Cause chaos rock like Amadeus. They wanna make us leave or whatever. Bet they can't make us. Mhm. Take what, baby? Ooh. Take what, baby? What am I taking down? Taking people down. Mm. Taking y'all down. Mm. Taking y'all down, boy. Taking y'all down, boy. Taking you down, boy. Mhm. Taking you down, boy. Taking you down, boy. Mhm. Taking you down, boy. Ain't no clown, boy. Mhm. Taking you down, boy. Mhm. Taking you down, boy. Mhm. 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 Oh, really? Taking you down, boy. Mhm. Taking you down, boy. Mhm. Taking you down. Oh shit! What are you doing? Damn it! All right, get the. All right, the health isn't trash. Taking you down, boy. Mm. Taking you down. Taking, taking you down. Taking you down, boy. Mm. Because I'm taking you down, boy. Taking you down, boy. Mm. Taking you down, boy. Taking, taking you down. Mm. I'm taking you down, boy. Mm. Taking you. Taking you down, boy. Mm. Taking you down, boy. Cause I'm taking it. Yeah. Mm. 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 Shit. Fuck. Alright. Taking you down, boy. Mm. Taking you Ooh, taking it down, boy. Give me the alien now. Better give me the alien. Ooh. Give me the alien now. Okay. Best respect. Gotta connect. Better report to the bioanalysis down. Report to the bioanalysis. Because I'm taking you down, boy. In the area 51 showers, baby. Oh yeah. Any ladies in here? Oh no. I'm your worst night. I'm your worst nightmare. That's from who are you? I'm your worst. I'm your worst nightmare. The Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. That was actually the problem with the Last Action Hero. It was yeah. The problem wasn't the budget. The problem was the script. It was uneven. Yeah. Let's go to unarmed. Taking it down, boy. Put on my lab clothes, baby. Yeah, they had some hot girl that worked in the lab, and then my friend and I at work were like, it was this hot blonde chick, and then she was like, I work at a lab downtown back in the day, and so my friend and I thought it was funny to tell her like, so how are things in the lab? And she would actually answer it seriously, like, the day at the lab is like, shit. Don't blow your cover over the data uplink, baby. Dang. You know what I mean, boy? All right, here we go. Ooh. Shit. Fuck. Damn it. Ugh. That one burned because I was so close.
The problem you have is that there is no way to sneak into the research section. The only way is available to you is a big section of wall and marking the room off the store.
What in like in Gaza? What are they fighting over? Just rubble or something? Like there's nothing there. I mean, there's a place to live, but yeah. But I don't see there's anything. Nothing much but the touch in the city of the clutch. Oh, nothing much but the touch in the city of the clutch. It's do or die. Got the Tula, two lady. Be my two lady. Ooh, be my two baby. Ooh, ooh. Got the Shih Tzus in the house. Precious. Ooh. Bow. Bow, bow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. To Lady Lou. So funny every time, every time. Hell yeah. Get the hell out of here. I love you, Bamboo. You're so pretty. Aww, you're such a lady. I love you. Aww, I love you, honey bear. Oh, that took care of biscuits. Hey, fella poop. I love you. Yeah, you're a magic lovey. Yeah. If I made my last mistake, you made your first. Ha 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 ha. Cold blooded. Uh, See you later, all the haters. Ooh. Like, yeah, some people are like, people don't go to Burger King anymore. Yeah, I don't think I was ever a Burger King fan. I think Burger King was kind of like Jack in the Box for me and my friends. It was just like we just needed to eat, and we went to that yeah, and we were on the way to a concert, and we went to the Burger King. It wasn't like we were hanging out at the fucking Burger King. It's not like we were always. I mean, there was a Jack in the Box by my old workplace at this movie theater, and it was a very convenient Jack in the Box. And maybe we went there. You know, we were like projectionists, and we would show movies when we did that. And so the Jack in the Box was nice, greasy fast food. You know, and they had shakes, and they had like stoners love the greasy tacos, and but in terms of food quality, it's not good. It's not good at all. Maybe you like the curly fries. I really like the sourdough jack, so I was all about that combo meal for sure. It had the bacon and the beef and the cheese, and but still, we weren't really like going to Jack in the Box like every day or something. It was more like, oh shit, I'm hungry. Oh man, I don't have much time. Oh, I'm gonna go to Jack in the Box, and that was it. It's not like we loved it or anything. And it had a silly, has that clown, Joker, Jack in the Box mascot and all that. So it was funny for a while, those commercials, Jack. And just Burger King, there's nothing. There's no real items I can say. Oh man, I really love that. Like, yeah, I guess the Whopper's okay. Um, the chicken fries are kind of something interesting at Burger King, maybe, but I don't want to eat it all the time. Um, so their chicken sandwich isn't that great. Their chicken club sandwich. Shit, how could you miss that many times? Shit. So I've never been, a jacker. Uh, it's always been just something like people that are like, oh man, I'm hungry. Where do you want to go? Oh, let's go to Jack in the Box. But it's like it's not good. Burger King's not good. I don't have to watch a whole video on why people stop going to Burger King. The shit's not good. And I feel sorry for if there's people out there that make a living off Burger King, but it's just not what I want. So I don't think I think maybe the food tasted better in my time. Maybe when it first came out, in the night, or when it was big in the 1980s, maybe it actually tasted good because I remember Wendy's and Burger King tasting fucking great when I was a kid, and McDonald's and everything. Uh, I remember Dairy Queen tasting awesome. I remember all this shit tasting fantastic. And really, I started to notice in the 21st century, I guess a lot of global corporations bought out a lot of the fast food places. I noticed that it didn't taste good anymore, which was, a big problem. And even Long John Silver's, which I used to love, doesn't taste the same. But the Long John Silver's are dying out, and all that shit's dying out. I think it's because the global corporations are taking over fast food chains, and they're using cheap ingredients, and they're not original fresh ingredients in those places anymore, and so that's why it tastes so I can definitely tell the difference between Taco Bell in the 1990s and Taco Bell right now. Taco Bell right now, their food tastes like dog shit, and it's just not up to quality. Yeah, and some people say, well, maybe we're getting older and our taste buds are changing. I'm like, no, you would like shit. If shit tasted good when you're 5, it should taste good when you're 85. That's just a fact. If it doesn't mean your taste buds change. It means the fucking. It doesn't mean your biological physiology changed. That's not what happened. It's the fucking food that changed. They're not using fresh ingredients anymore. They're using processed cheap bullshit. They're using cheap substitutes, basically what it is. So it's not like if you're a little kid, everything tastes great, and then when you're older, you're like, oh man, everything, all these places I loved when I was 5, it's oh my god, it's awful now. So yeah, if you took a time machine, let's say you went to a Dairy Queen today, and then okay, you were like, oh, this has rubber chicken, it has frozen chicken, it's like it tastes processed, it doesn't taste fresh. And then you took a time machine, you went back to 1987 and went into a Dairy Queen, you'd have like an entirely different experience. Like the freshness level of the old restaurant chains. When I think it's also because if people are getting minimum wage, then they fail to give a shit because they can barely pay their bills, so they just don't give a fuck. Yeah, it's basically also another problem. Why fast food has gone downhill in America and around the world. Say hello to my little friend. His name is Tony Montana. Oh, yeah. Diane Keaton died. Yeah, yeah. Your gun's gone, baby. That means you're gonna have to karate fight me now, dog. You better get recognized. Ooh. So Yeah, I mean, I haven't had a I'm hoping to have a successful operation, like Operation Smorgasbord in August, where I won $350. I don't know if I'll have that successful of an operation, but we'll see if we can generate some flow and get something going on with the lottery this week on Christopher Columbus Day and the 600 million Mega Millions. Yeah, 600 million. We're gonna brilliant.
Temperatures drop.
I'm gonna make all the billions. One day I'll get to a zillion. Mm-mm. One day I'm gonna get the phoenix. Get off my penis. Coming back like Venus. What? Did you know that I'm a genius? Peace. Mm. All right. Uh, uh, uh. Mm. Mind if I drop in? Ooh, nothing much but the touchstone. Mm. Oh yeah, gotta get into the showers. Ooh.
Who are you?
Your mama. Uh, picked up the lab clothes. Now I got my fab clothes. Yeah. Uh, 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 uh. Mm, yeah, if I won thousands and millions of dollars, yeah, I'd get my grandma some help. Maybe she could get some therapy. Maybe she could try to walk again. I don't know. I don't know how if stroke victims can heal to the maximum as what they were before, or their systems are too damaged. So I don't know. It depends on the extent of the damage and all that. I don't believe I can make someone live forever. What I do think is that uh, I do believe, however, that you can improve somebody's quality of life And so I do believe in that. So I do believe in healing to the point of wellness. What? Huh? Shit. Did I not put on my lap gloves? Oh, God. Well, can I? It's almost over, baby. Shit, you already failed. Damn it. Open the door. Open the door. Do 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 do. Open the door. Open the door. No, you can't get in unless they bring you. Dang it. Shit. Fart nanny. Poo poo. All right. Well, I can't play this for 5 hours. Well, I could, but I'll give myself and the system a break though.